What's going on there, folks? Good Saturday evening. It is December 15th, 2018, 8:10 p.m. here at my time on the west coast of the United States of America. And you're taking a look at the most recent satellite image here of the west coast region there with the Eastern Pacific in view. And there's quite a big low pressure system out there, if you can't tell, right? It's that big swirly thing. For those of you that are not too inclined to the weather out there, but that's a huge low pressure system out there, folks. Just off the coast of center of it's pretty much right off the coast of Canada up there, ways off into the ocean. I really wish that this thing was going to head south a little bit more, so it could definitely soak us here in California, because we definitely need the rain. But it's going to pretty much head off into the direction that it's headed right now, which is pretty much east, with a little bit of north movement into it. But there is a good chance of some heavy precipitation along the west coast, extending from central California all the way up to Washington, of course, where the brunt of the moisture is supposed to be received. Taking a look at this map here, let me show you guys real quick the 7-day quantitative precipitation forecast from the Weather Prediction Center. This here is through this. Basically, it's issued when was it, Saturday today, valid from tomorrow through the 23rd. So we're looking at a week-long graph right here of total precipitation, which is, well, it's impressive for the northwest up there. But here in California, you can see about the cutoff line down there, right around Bakersfield. It looks like they're only expected to get right around, I think, about 1/10 of an inch of rain out of this storm system. As you head further north around Sacramento, Chico, Redding area, you're looking at probably about under 1.5 inches of rainfall. Most areas should see right around 1 inch of rain in the Sacramento Valley area, north of Sacramento there. The Sierras, we're looking at possibly 2 more feet of snow up in the higher elevations, which is super impressive and definitely a good thing, because we need that snowpack up there as well. Looking up along the northwest corner part of California, they're talking about 7 inches of rain. That's pretty good, right? Well, that's pretty typical for them up there. Along the coast of Eureka, Crescent City, all up through Oregon, Gold Beach, extending all the way up into Washington and Oregon. Those folks are looking at some heavy rainfall, between 7 to 5 inches of rain up there, 5 to 7 inches of rain. And of course, in the higher elevations, there's some snow as well. So it's definitely a big storm out here on the west coast. I just wish this was positioned a little bit further to the south, and we could get a lot more of that moisture coming in here. But it is what it is. We'll take all we can get. After that, storm systems look pretty bleak for the next week or so, at least here for California. Oregon and Washington are going to get slammed throughout the week next week, with pretty much this low pressure system spinning some systems in that direction there. So just a heads up if you live up there. Like I say, 5 to 7 inches of rainfall over the course of a week here. It's going to be a pretty good rainmaker up there and snowmaker, and we need it out here on the west coast. That is for sure. Taking a look at the earthquake activity out here. Most of the activity, oh, let me get my globe back up here. Most of the activity right around, let's see here. We do have the last 24 hours of activity here. Nothing major to report, folks. I mean, we did see a little 5.0 moderate sized earthquake there in South America region. But nothing deep, nothing huge to report. A couple 5s over here on the western part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, and that's, it's going to happen, right? It's a major plate, and it's the most active plate system out there. That also extends up into the northwest part of it through Japan and the Philippines region. 5.1 out in that area, and a couple 4s as you travel the fault system up here, or I should say the plate system up here. and extending over into Alaska region. Still seeing some aftershock activity following that major earthquake they had near Anchorage there some time ago. So yeah, Oklahoma, a little bit of activity there. That's some redder rings right there, indicating older earthquakes there. But a couple twos there, upper twos, and a 3-pointer, 3.1 in the area of northern Oklahoma. West Coast, fairly, I shouldn't say quiet. A little bit of activity there. Nothing major. There is some activity going on. Let me show you guys here real quick with the Caltech Nevada website here. Okay, so a little bit of activity occurring near Mammoth Lakes, California. Just a little small swarm going on down there. It's that little cluster. Let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit and show you guys right around this area right here. There's a little bit better view. You see Mammoth Lakes there on the map, and that's well, I mean, those are micro earthquakes, pretty small earthquakes, folks. I'm talking like 0.9, 0.2. Those are really small ones, and the list goes on and on. But there is 147 earthquakes within this map area right here. And of course, we got some over here in Nevada and up around here, but the majority is right around the Mammoth Lakes area, with just a small swarm. You know, I wouldn't even. There's nothing big. Just, you know, your typical small earthquake swarm over in that part of the state. So I took a look at the slow slip image. It's pretty quiet out there, folks. Not a whole lot of activity to report in the slow slip region. I'll go ahead and pop this up here real quick. Here's just the standard layout of the world. The world's not flat, it's just on the scale. So yeah, it's definitely round, right? I'm a firm believer in the sphered earth, circular, I should say global. It's round. So anyway, just quiet, folks. I mean, you can take a look at the activity just following the Pacific Ring of Fire out there near Fiji Islands region and up through the Indonesia Islands area as well. Just kind of like a snake out there in the ocean, right? Well, that's a plate boundary out there following the plate tectonics that have been going on for billions of years out here, and it's doing what it's doing. Latest earthquake is a 3.3 up there near Big Lake, Alaska. But like I said, folks, pretty boring right now. I shouldn't say that because it seems like every time I do, something happens. And yeah, so. But anyway, folks, hope everyone's having a good day out there. Still got a couple months to go before the live stream comes back up and running. But we'll, like I said, we'll move on. We'll continue on with this earthquake update activity and do notifications on any type of weather events and whatnot. I was going to get a chance to go out and see this comet that's up there in the sky tonight. It's supposed to be about the closest that it's going to get to the Earth here, I believe tomorrow. Comet 46P Wirtanen. Sounds kind of weird. I probably didn't pronounce it right. There's a little article here saying, look into the night sky on Sunday and you just might see a bright, fuzzy ball with a greenish gray tint. Okay, I'm not going to be able to see it because we got clouds and rain coming in here to California, but it's going to be towards the east, southeast region. Like I said, this comet right here, it's going to make its closest approach to Earth in centuries. So if you get a chance, go out there and check it out. If you got clear skies, go check it out. You should look for a green glow. Grab a pair of binoculars if you can. Look towards the southeast region. I'm not for sure exactly which star system it's going to be close to or which degree up in the sky, but like I say, take a look towards the south or east southeast region. You know, and then not straight up, but kind of at an angle out there. I believe that's what they're talking about, or the angle where or the direction where it's at. Like I say, I haven't had a chance to go out and check it out because we've been overcast and just having to deal with some rain and stuff like that, which is good. I'll take that. And hopefully you guys can get some photos out there of maybe that comet out there, or at least see it. Grab a good pair of binoculars and go check it out. All right, folks, have a good night out there. Stay safe. It is Saturday night. A lot of people out there, at least here in California, out partying, drinking, and driving. So stay safe out there. Try not to do that, please. Just not good. All right, folks. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.